think in terms of the question of individualism that you started touching upon, I think we have to remember that the system spends a lot of energy and money actually in trying to make us think that we are all individuals and we're not part of a collective. We think about the multiple billions and billions of euros that are spent advertising stuff to us that we don't need, making us feel that we're not enough, making us feel that we are individuals in competition with each other. It just shows how unnatural that is. It's natural for us to cooperate. That's what we do. We cooperate, we collaborate, we learn from one another. So yes, I hope that kind of starts to answer your question, that we are not, feminism is not concerned with just having more women. Women aren't all feminists. And as I said at the beginning, it's not a battle of the sexes, and we don't get not too binary about it either. So it's not about just getting more women in leadership positions within toxic power structures. That's absolutely clear, because it's about ultimately transforming the systems and structures that are destroying the planet and making us all miserable, frankly, for no reason. So it's about rethinking decision-making and how we make decisions and who participates, whose voice we're listening to, who do we take seriously in our conversations, who are we curious to hear more about, and how do we do that? That said, it still matters, right, who's in power, right, in our toxic systems, right? It's still better to have some people in power than others. And it absolutely matters, otherwise you wouldn't be working on election campaigns, for example, over the next year or two. It still matters that there are women in our parliaments and women in our boards and women in leadership roles, because that's about ensuring there is representation of different perspectives. It still matters that we increase the number of underrepresented groups in decision-making and power,